Hello, my name is Michelle Bowie, and I am part of the Advanced Studies in Teacher Leadership program. For the first domain, fostering a collaborative culture, first of all, we all have unique skills and knowledge, and it's worth sharing those things with others. Two minds are better than one. I can do this by working with my fellow teachers to support them as we come up with new ideas and learn about new curriculum, analyze data, and educate ourselves with new research. In my classroom, I can establish an environment where my students can be successful. I can provide them with a safe place where they can have a voice. By providing them feedback where they are able to make adjustments to their learning. I can also encourage my students to have positive interactions with one another where they support each other's ideas. For Domain 2, assessing, accessing, and using research to improve practice and student learning. Research can help me to learn more about how my students learn and what techniques and strategies work best for them. It also clarifies and even challenges my own beliefs and assumptions about teaching and learning. One of the classes I was required to take was research methods. This class was very challenging, and it required me to research a topic of my choice, and I chose poverty. My professor at the time referred a book to me called Understanding or A Framework for Understanding Poverty by Ruby Payne. And I became familiar with how poverty works, and I was able to implement it in my school when dealing with kids that come from lower income families. Domain number 3. Promoting professional learning for continuous improvement. We are constantly learning and growing within our profession as teachers. One way we do this is through professional development. This is a great way for us to rejuvenate and refresh with new ideas and strategies that we can take back to our classroom. This program has offered many opportunities for learning and improvement. Through videos, TED Talks, articles, research, a lot of strategies that have helped me to become a better professional and have allowed me to improve my teaching. Domain 4, facilitating improvements in instruction and student learning. As a teacher leader, I have learned that improvements are necessary to ensure the success of all my students. The classes that I've been required to take throughout this program have challenged me to identify those opportunities to improve curriculum, instruction, assessment, school organization, and school culture. One assignment that we had to do was a school improvement plan, which indicated areas in which my school could improve. And this was very helpful to have me really evaluate what works and what does not work and what needs to be changed. Domain 5, promoting the use of assessments and data for school and district improvement. Prior to entering this program, assessments were very intimidating for me. I wasn't sure how to use them effectively, how to analyze the results in order to help me teach. I've learned through the ASTL program that assessments can be a vital component in my efforts to improve education. I've learned several types of assessments, including universal screeners to flag those students not meeting the criteria needed to be successful in their grade levels. I've also learned a lot of informal assessments, such as running records, observations, and even a few things like questionnaires, checklists, and reflection journals, just to name a few. One of the things that I was required to do through my assessment class was give some comprehensive assessments, like the CTOP. These were able to I was able to administer these tests and then analyze the data to determine the student's intervention needs. Based on these tests, I was able to do a clinical unit that told how I evaluated the child and what I recommended for a program for them to use to work with intervention to improve those areas of need. Domain 6 is improving outreach and collaboration with families and community. I can provide easy access to parents through newsletters, my district app and websites, and of course phone calls and notes. Anything that is quick for families to be able to communicate. I've taken on more responsibility this last year because of the ASTL program as my school's parental coordinator. My job this past year was to plan, facilitate, and execute parent nights for math and literacy, as well as reading day and field day. This was a great experience for me as a leader within my school, and I learned so much from heading up these events. I learned how to develop committees, organize my time, and plan over an extended period of time. I even had to compare prices to meet Title I budget requirements, and then, of course, learning to delegate. These were all very successful for me to be able to be a part of, and even though they were time-consuming and a lot of hard work, I learned a lot, and I think that my role as a leader in my school is because of going through the ASTL program. Domain 7, advocating for student learning and the profession. I feel as teachers, we have to advocate for those students who are in need. And as I talked about earlier, the poverty book, this book really helped me to see that kids do need us to advocate for them. We need to be able to look out for their education, their health, their social behaviors. Kids need to know that we care. And we need to focus on their needs and what is available for resources. And I have to make decisions based on what is best for each of my students individually while understanding their circumstances, offering support, and defending their rights. And I need to be able to be familiar with the laws and the rights of my students and be their voice when they have trouble being heard. I can also serve as a leader within my school as a chairperson for a group or even head up committees like I did with the parental involvement. I can lead staff developments, and I can assist in other big decision making that happens in my school. I think that this program has been really helpful for me as a teacher and to become a leader. I've had many assignments throughout the program that challenged me and made me think about my students, my school, my district, and my overall goal as a teacher. Through research study, improvement plans, even multisensory learning and teaching, assessments, and then being able to put it all together within a case study for the student that I was working with for reading practicum. All of those things helped me to become a better and stronger leader. Thank you.